Hearty welcome to all knowledge seekers to my channel. This is Dr. Madhusudan Rao Kadapa. In some other video, I have explained division of work, authority and responsibility, the first and second principles of management as devised by Henry Fayol. Now in this video, I am going to explain the third principle, that is discipline. From organizational point of view, discipline may be defined as the respect which an employee shows towards his superiors and his commitment towards achieving the set goals for him, his behavior as an individual in the organization, as well as a member of a group, and the mark of respect which an employee exhibits towards his superiors. So this discipline, basically, we cannot say that it is an inherent quality of all the employees. To some extent, every human being will have some inherent discipline, but cannot be 100% disciplined by his inheritance. Because every individual, as he studies in different schools, gets graduated, and the way how he brought up in his life, his friends, his family members, all these factors will influence his character. As a whole, the inherent discipline possessed by an individual will differ from person to person. Then, what about the rest of the discipline, what he has to exhibit in the organization as an employee? So the discipline which he acquires by practice or due to the environment is called induced discipline. So discipline is to some extent inherent in the human being, which is his quality, and to the maximum extent it is induced. Accordingly, we can classify discipline into two categories. One is positive discipline and negative discipline. The first one is positive discipline. How positive discipline can be induced in the individuals in any organization. In organizations, the leaders, the managers, based on their commitment towards their duties, the way how they treat the subordinates, their sincerity, dedication, commitment, loyalty towards the organization, then the way how they treat the subordinates, the impartiality, humanity. So all these factors which a follower or a fresher who enters an organization observes from his superior, he also gets inspired, and as a result he learns something, some qualities of discipline from his superiors. So superiors should motivate by virtue of their behavior and inspire the subordinates or the juniors in any organization to induce positive discipline. Coming to the negative discipline, the other case, Every employee in the organization will have some fear because the rules and regulations in any organization will be such that some superiors may use their authority to induce discipline in the individuals by virtue of punitive actions. Like whenever there is a problem or whenever something goes wrong, maybe due to the negligence or maybe ignorance or due to some unavoidable reasons, the superior may serve a memo or a show cause notice, or sometimes some punitive actions will be taken on the employee. They may not be considered for promotions, or the employee may lose increments, hikes, or sometimes they may be depromoted to lower levels, or if the case is severe, there is a threat of loss of job, may be fired. The employee may be fired or terminated, suspended. So depending on the severity of the problem or damage to the organization, these kind of punitive actions will be there in organizations. So if one or two such cases arise in any organization, as a result, all the others will become alert, and this impact will induce some discipline among the remaining employees. So the employee knows that suppose if the things go wrong, we are liable for punishment. As a result, he will be very cautious and be very careful while performing his duties and fulfilling the responsibilities. So that is how both the positive and negative disciplines will induce discipline among all the employees in the organization. Now, any organization, the positive discipline should be more in proportion, because one must have the feel of gratitude and loyalty towards the organization. He need not obey or work or to act disciplined rather than being really disciplined. He need not act as a disciplined employee just because of the threat of threat to his job, or in the fear of punishment and so on. So he must heartfully work in a disciplined manner in the organization. Means we have to consider some factors. First one is the organizational culture. So the company should provide or inculcate a typical culture in the organization such that everybody will wholeheartedly take their responsibilities and work with caution and loyal towards the organization and have real respect towards the superiors, obey, follow their guidelines or directions, and so on. And then the payments. If payments means salaries, bonus, or any other benefits to the employees are made on a timely manner, automatically it will also induce some discipline in the employees, because they know that they are paid on time every month. So automatically people will have more loyalty towards the organization. We can compare easily the discipline of employees where the salaries are paid regularly, or where the salaries are delayed, or maybe some deductions or loss of salary, like that. Naturally, when salaries and other payments are made promptly, on time, definitely there will be more discipline in that organization. And the working norms, there must be a fair and reliable agreement among the employees and employers regarding the norms, especially in production organizations. So if the norms are fair, then automatically the employees are bound to achieve it. So they will work in a well-disciplined manner to achieve the set targets for them. And the humanity which the management shows towards its employees, then other facilities to the children, education of children, health and other benefits. So all these facilities, both in the organization and outside the organization, will induce positive discipline among the employees. As a result, the employee will put forth more efforts, and which will lead to the development of the organization as a whole. So this is how these factors will influence the discipline of the employees. As well, another important factor is that communal factor. The leaders, managers should be impartial towards all their employees. And there must be no discrimination of caste, creed, religion, gender, etc. So if these factors are properly followed or implemented, definitely the discipline in that organization will be much better. And as a whole, this discipline will lead to more development in the organization. So thank you very much. In some other video, I will explain some other principle of management as given by Henry Fayol. Thank you very much.